welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And in this video, we're going to review Ready to Love Season 5, Episode 5. And oh man, last week they got rid of Carrie and Tasia was on the hot seat, but now she's safe. And we had Corey doing some crazy stuff, some antics and all that. But we're going to see what they doing this week. So let's get into it. And so we start off in the ladies' lounge. So the ball is in the ladies' court this episode. And Tasia is up there talking about these men don't know what they doing. They still tripping. So we waiting for Tommy to give the marching orders. And so it's summertime in DC. So he thinks it's a good idea for them to have a pool party. You know, we got all the women. They going crazy. They can't wait to see the men glistening with the french fry grease on and everything. And we got two serious ladies, you know, Tasia and Camille look kind of serious. I think Camille don't want nobody else to see Corey, but we gonna see what goes on. So the first thing I noticed is Tyrone is the first one there before anybody. You know, he ex-military, so you know he still got it in him. And then Frank shows up. But besides that, all the ladies are looking nice and fly in their lovely bathing suits. You know, they got the ensembles on. Okay, party ain't even really started all that much, and Corey already getting caught up. I mean, he trying to talk the same thing to Courtney and Mumim. He's talking about he's gonna do something different for all the for each of the ladies, but he's gonna end up doing the same thing to each of the ladies. And just, I don't know, this is just crazy. I mean, we know it's Corey because Courtney keeps finding these love messages, these love notes everywhere. And we know it's Corey putting in, you know, doing that stuff. You know, he's trying to, I don't know, this is crazy, man. He's like in your 40s, but this is funny. She seemed to be enjoying it. And then we got Tyrone. Now, Tyrone. He is professing his love to Shiloh, talking about what he's saying to other women in front of her about her. I mean, he pretty much said he wants her to be his wife and right to her face. And I know she was instantly turned off by that. I think she thinks he's crazy because, you know, he just doing too much. He doing too much in a different way and it's not going to work out. I mean, I feel sorry for him because I know Shiloh is not interested now. She even say it's good to be chosen, but she ain't ready. And that's what he needed to think about that before he said that to her. And then just what I was missing, Uncle Nephew Tommy comes in with a curveball. And the curveball is 2 new singles, a man and a female. And I must say that female is looking pretty good and the male looks good to the women. So, you know, it's all good, but you know, looks can be deceiving. So the female's name is Sydney and the guy's name is Sean. And right away, the women see Sydney. A couple of them are like turning their nose up. We got Camille really, she don't want Corey. She don't want Cornelius to try to even think about looking at her. And then the women, they seem to be happy with Sean. But Sean looks kind of crazy, man. He looked like he just got out the joint. I don't know, he looked like he did some time to me. But anyway, he kind of like, his facial features kind of like a cross between Tommy from Martin and Tyrese Gibson. He's like a mix of them two. But I don't know, he came off as pretty cool at first, but then it started to fizzle out because you can tell that the ladies just knew he was lame. Like they don't even think that he employed. I mean, I don't think he really did good for his first introduction to the show. If he'd have came in when they first started, he'd have been eliminated the first day or maybe the second day. Because, I mean, he's just not doing it right now for the ladies. I don't know who likes him, but we do see a connection with Frank and Sydney, and they seem to know each other, so this is going to be interesting. And the funny thing about Tyrone is we got Sabrina who, you know, told him straight out that she really liked him and she pretty much into him, and he just comes at her with like, nah, I'm gonna make Shiloh my wife. I think she you know, and he had liked Sabrina, but he just like shot for the stars. He jumped out all the way out the window with Shiloh. and he don't even know how that's gonna land. You know what I'm saying? But then we got Cornelius, man. Cornelius is, striking up a conversation with the new girl, Sydney. And you can see in the background, you see Camilla, walking around behind him like a stalker, just like keeping an eye on him. That is the craziest stuff. That is the craziest stuff I've seen so far. I mean, this Camille and Cornelius situation is just is bonkers. I mean, she acting like they in a full-blown relationship. I mean, lady, you know that this is only episode 5. I mean, she treating the man like he just cheating on her. Like he can't even talk to other women, but y'all on the show where you got to talk to other people. Like, she got mad at him. She called him a country bumpkin, a Bama, a dumbass. She called him every name in the book. But out there, like he can't take care of himself. I mean, he is not standing up for himself. He is just getting berated and yelled at by this woman like it's his like legit woman. I mean, she is like, it's like 5 other guys out here. Just go talk to somebody. Like, wow, she got this man like Cornelius. Blink if you need help. Blink, it's okay. We'll come save you, bro. Like, just say something. He got a stage 5 clinger on his hands, for real. So anyway, we moved to the party section of the pool party. It's the evening and everybody's coming back down in their gowns. They all dressed up, ready to get it in. And I see Camille, she seems to be kind of talking to Frank a little bit. She looked like she gonna get tipsy because of what happened today. And then we see your man Sean talking to Aisha, and then Frank gets a little look on his face, because that's one of his strongest connections. They was basically making out the last episode, but nothing else really to the after party. We got Corey, who just admitted to sending the love notes around to Courtney. She thought that was cool. And then everybody's partying. I would love to see exactly like what music they was dancing to, because they got the generic music on there with the montage. But the next date we have is Corey and Mumim. And so we got Mumim about to trip Corey up, because she about to ask about them love notes, because she heard from Tasia that Courtney was getting love notes from Cornelius. From Corey. So, Corey, how would you not know that these women is gonna snitch? Like, you should know that these women talk. They not gonna stop talking, and they ain't trying to protect you. So she catches him up. He don't know what to say. He's trying to make excuses, and he said he's gonna do something special for each lady, but seems like he only did something special for Courtney. And that's what Mumim is tripping on, because she's like, I know we on the show and you can talk to other women, but now you trying to do a lot more for that you ain't trying to do with me, and I ain't trying to be with nobody like that. But it's funny that how Corey is trying to deflect. He trying to get out of this answering his questions. So he says everything from like, oh yeah, like when Walter be having his arm around you, and she's like, but we ain't talking about that because you had this problem too many times. So that's not working. Mumim is smart, Corey's smart. He's kind of quick, to think of something, but she's just not having it. So then he just pulls out of his hat. He pulls the old, I want you to meet my parents card out. And she's still like, oh, so you ask all the women to do that? Or, I don't want everybody to meet my parents. So, you better be serious when you saying that. So, I think he keep putting his foot in his mouth. Like, this, the more he talks and the more he does, the more deep-ish that he get into. And the next date, we got Sydney inviting Dante and Camille and Cornelius. Now, Dante and Sydney, they seem to be hitting it off pretty good. She seemed to like him. But we got to talk about Camille and Cornelius. I mean, she's just letting all the crazy out like real early. Is it unless it's something that we don't know? Because she's like, usually me and Cornelius don't have any problems with our communication. Like they've been together for 10 years at least. So I'm like, well, she is like really, man, if this don't work, somebody gonna be in for a world of hurt. Like this is crazy. But yeah, nothing else to that date. And the next date we have Sean, the new guy, and Aisha. And this is interesting because Aisha is attracted to older men. Sean is 44, she's 38. But Sean has never been married. He has no kids. Aisha, she has kids. She's divorced. And Sean kind of wants, kids, and she doesn't. She's like, I'm done with that. That chapter is closed. I'm like ready to, be naked on somebody's beach or go skinny dipping in somebody's pool. You know what I'm saying? So this one is, Sean's already striking out. He's been striking out the whole time. I don't think he got a connection yet, but we'll see. Hopefully he lasts past this, the episode that he was brought in on. Okay, so now we up in the ladies' lounge, and the ladies gotta choose out of the 9 men who they like and who they gonna get up out of there. They start off with Shiloh. She into Phil and she into Tyrone, and Zadia's looking kind of funny at her. And next up we got Sydney, the new girl, and she is really feeling Phil, and no, she's feeling Dante. She said Dante is actually her type physically, but she has a good connection with Frank. So, oh man, I gotta see how this gonna play out, because Frank don't look like he like no competition nowhere. And then we got my girl Tasia. Tasia is real picky, it seems like. So she only says she likes Phil. I don't know. So in the ladies' lounge ain't nothing sacred. And they ask Corey who she like, and Corey says Cornelius and Corey. And then she starts talking about all the love notes she got from Corey. And these ladies, they about to let her know what happened. That they know that Mumem is in there too. And Mumem, she jumps up, that's the same thing he told me. He told me I was his number one. So, Corey is getting ambushed, but rightly so, because he was just messy with this one. I mean, Courtney is throwing the cards all behind her. She tossing them away now. And then they discuss how he told both of them that he wanted them to meet his parents, and that's supposed to be the sacred thing. Kind of like Jason with the white rose that he gave to Liz on the last episode, on the last season. Man. But now it's time for them to say who they ain't feeling. And so far, Corey, man, I was hoping he was going to last the whole season, but, he just been doing too much in the wrong way. Even the new girl, Sydney, said he sounded like a cornball. And, Zadia said he's a big ball of confusion. All the women is like, yeah, Corey got to go. So, damn, my man, Corey, man. All right. So I guess the laughs is gone. I wonder who's going to step it up. And then the next guy to go is the brand new guy, just like I thought. This guy, Sean, he didn't make a good impression. Camille is talking about when they asked him what he does. He said he a creative. And they're like, what the hell is that? Like, what's your job? So turns out that he's a writer, so could be freelance. I don't know how he's surviving in DC as a writer, but good on him if he does. But too bad, he on the chopping block. And then the next person, surprisingly, well, not really surprisingly, but it's a surprise now, is everybody's saying Tyrone. And basically Tyrone, he made his own coffin at that party. All the women is talking about how he just picked Shiloh and don't want to talk to nobody else. I mean, especially Sabrina. I mean, Sabrina was in his top 2, her and Shiloh. And he just tells Sabrina that, yeah, I think Shiloh can be my wife. And Sabrina's just sitting there like, oh, okay. Like, what the hell is this? So, and Shiloh is like, she getting chose like she a guy. So, it's too bad. Corey and Tyrone are leaving. So yeah, basically everybody said Tyrone is giving the brother vibes, friend vibes, and everybody got him in the friend zone pretty much. And Shiloh is like, I just got here, I just can't pick you right now. I want to see what everybody else working with. And too bad, because Shiloh got to be the one to bear bad news to Tyrone, and Courtney is going to bear the bad news to Corey, which is fitting. So we got Shiloh meeting Tyrone, and he's happy because this is the woman of his dreams. This is the love of his life. But too bad that she break it to him that he ain't ready to love, because basically he shot his load, so to speak, and he put all his apples in one bunch, and he's out of there. He took it well, and he's like, well, you know how to get in touch with me, basically. You know where to find me. You know where I'm at. So he gave her the come on back if it don't work out kind of speech. And the thing with Courtney and Corey, she basically wanted to just tell him that she knew that he was fronting, that he was just giving off the lines, and that she know about the wanting to meet his parents, that he used that on all the ladies. Now he said he was gonna do something different and special with each of the ladies, but he did the same thing with both of the ladies. And she told him he was gone, and he was like kind of shocked, but not really. So damn, man, that was one of my favorite. I wanted to see him change it up and win, but too bad, my man, you gotta go. So that's it for my review, my opinions, and my commentary on Ready to Love episode 5 and season 5. As usual, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Please click that like and subscribe button, and I'm gonna see y'all next week with season 5 episode 6.